Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Wraith here, back with another video. Now, if you guys don't know, Fortnite finally stopped their silence of not talking about competitive, and they announced Duo FNCS. So finally, we have a competitive tournament where you guys and myself have a good chance at winning some money, and even if not winning some money, just playing for fun, becoming a little bit better, and having that good competitive side of Fortnite, which is always enjoyable in my opinion. So basically in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you guys can find a duo, start improving with that duo, get better, and even have a chance at winning some money and potentially doing really well in this tournament, as it is the most recent competitive tournament, because there hasn't been one for like 3 months almost. So it's going to be pretty enjoyable to play, and you definitely don't want to miss out on doing the best you guys possibly can on this tournament. So if you're looking forward to this video, make sure you slap a like button on it, comment what you want to see for a future video, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you guys are using creator code WraithFN in the item shop, and let's get right into the video. So first things first, it seems pretty obvious, but you're going to have to find a good solid duo that would work for you. Now, a lot of people I find will literally just play with some random player that they've never played before the day of the tournament, or for example, they'll play with their buddy who's just average at the game, or even some PC players will be like, okay, yeah, you're on console and you're my friend, let's go play together, right? But if you're actually looking to do well in this tournament and even possibly win some money, in my opinion, you're probably going to have to find a duo who's as good as you, if not better, and you want to find someone who you can work with. Yeah, you can be playing with the best player in the world, but if you guys don't work well together, like if they don't make good callouts, if they're just a complete solo player, they don't know how to play duos, they do stupid things, they don't talk, whatever the case is, you're probably going to want to find a better duo. In my opinion, it's better to have someone who's good at talking, good at communicating, and knows what they're doing while playing duos, instead of just an unbelievable solo player. Because if he's just an unbelievable solo player, then you guys aren't going to do well in the long run. Yeah, sure, he might win the odd fight here or there, but trust me, find someone who's a good duo partner. So the best way to do that is actually look on Discord chats, whether they're the scrim chats or like custom chats. For me, I go to Mayhem West or West 2.0, whatever you guys want to call it, and that's what I use to basically find duo partners. Right now, I'm lucky enough where I have a really good buddy who's I know in real life, who's really good at Fortnite. Some of you guys might know him, Ralph Boy. I'm playing with him right now, but I'm probably going to be duoing with him. But if I didn't have him, or if I didn't know someone, I would just look on a Discord, and there's always tons of people looking for them. You just ask what their placements are, find someone who's similar to you in placements, maybe try them out in some box fights, make sure they're actually good, and then maybe try out some few arena games, maybe a few customs to see if they are actually good. And if they are, then you want to stick with them. Don't just switch every single weekend, but I'll talk about that in a bit. But in my opinion, don't just play with a random, and don't just play with an IRL friend, or if you guys don't know what IRL is, in real life friend, just because you know them. So my next tip is you have to create a game plan. Creating a game plan is so important for your overall success in not only just this tournament, but basically any tournament that you guys start playing or start practicing for. For example, a prime example I like to say is NanoLight for DreamHack. He had the best game plan I've ever seen at any Fortnite event. He knew exactly where to rotate, where he had storm surge bases, how exactly efficiently to loot his launch or his drop spot. Like, he was so intertwined with his drop spot and his rotations, he could do it in his sleep. Like, that's how good he was, right? So what I would do if I were you guys is find a place to land that you guys both agree upon. There's a couple people there, whatever the case is, figure out exactly where one person in the group's gonna land, one person's gonna land, or the second person's gonna land. Figure out how you guys are gonna rotate if someone lands at a big build. Like, for example, if we use Craigie, if you guys land at the close spot, if someone lands at the big building, how are you going to go advance and push them? If someone lands on the right side, are you guys going to push them and go to the big building? Whatever the case is, right? Create a game plan on how to attack people if they land with you, and where you guys are going to rotate when you actually land. The next thing is figuring out how you guys are going to play. Are you going to play super aggressive? Are you going to play passive? Are you going to play super aggressive in the first 3 games and passive in the next couple games, right? Like, it all depends on how you guys play. If you guys are both 2 controller players who like to W key, maybe you're going to play a little bit more aggressive, right? If you're just 2 keyboard and mouse players, or even 1 controller player and you guys like to play a little bit more placement, maybe you're going to play passive game right at the or aggressive game right at the start, and then the rest passive. Figure out a game plan that works for you guys and stick to it. Having a game plan will allow you guys to do so much better. So the next important thing after creating a game plan is creating roles. Now, when I talked about Duo Winter Royale for you guys, a lot of you guys got a little bit confused about creating roles, but basically there's a couple main roles you guys want to have. The first one is who's going to be the IGL, and if you guys don't know who that is, IGL basically means the in-game leader. So who's going to be making the majority of the callouts? Who's going to be saying, okay, let's rotate here, let's go here, let's launch pad, let's fight this team, let's not fight this team. Now, I'm not saying you can't have the second person making callouts, but you want to have that one person who makes the majority of the calls, just to avoid confusion and just to make sure that you guys don't kind of go separate ways and get confused, because sometimes, especially in duos, more so squads, but even in duos, if you guys only have if you guys are both just arguing throughout the game, you're probably not going to do that well, right? So it's super important to have one person that makes the major callouts. The second one would be who's going to tunnel and who's like do the main tarps. And if you guys don't know what tunneling or tarping means, that basically means who's going to like provide most of the builds when it comes to the late game zones where you're going to have to build for cover. Who's the better builder? Like who can tarp a little bit smoother, who can tarp a little bit better, and maybe who even has more FPS. If someone has 240 FPS and your partner has 144, maybe the guy with a little bit more FPS should tarp because it's a little bit easier for him. The next one would be who has the better ping so they can hold walls. So I'm sure all of you guys know, basically holding walls and taking walls all relies on ping right now since coin flip's not in the game. So basically the person with the better ping right now, if you guys are attacking someone, the one person should be breaking the wall and the person with the better ping should be holding the wall. That way you guys are the most efficient, because if you guys are both just pickaxing the wall, then the odds of you getting the wall become a little bit lower. So have someone who basically has a better ping holding the wall. So now it comes to the practice and all about improving, and this is what really makes or breaks you guys' duo. You guys can be the best duos in the world, best solo players in the world playing together, but if you don't practice together and you don't practice your callouts in game together and your rotations together and your just general fighting ability and communications, you are not going to do well. So the best possible ways to improve is, first, I would say number one thing you guys should be doing is getting to Champions League. Don't wait to the last minute, because sometimes the games actually start to get hard in Champs because everyone wants to get there for DuF and CS. Get to Champs League right now, start grinding it, make sure you're in Champs. That's what me and my buddy are doing. We didn't really play Champs, we were more focused on customs, just like solo customs, so we didn't really play solo arena. So basically we're a little bit far behind, so we're just going to grind to Champs. Once we get there, we're going to start playing a little bit more box fights against like 2v2 box fights. Again, you can find those on Discords, which will just help your overall communication, fighting ability, and how you guys like to fight together, and basically just work on your 2v2s, 2v1s, etc, etc. Then, in my opinion, I think customs are the way to go, because these games should be pretty good in Duo F and CS, that you're probably going to have to rely on some form of good end game skills. You guys are going to have to learn how to tarp properly together and more efficiently, and you guys are going to have to just practice overall end game together. It's going to be super important, and the more you practice that, the better it is, and the best way to do that is with customs. But like I said, number one thing is get to Champs. Once you get to Champs, then you can start worrying about the other things. But trust me, get to Champs. The next thing about improving, and I know a lot of you guys still don't do this, but it is so important, and that is VOD reviewing. You guys have to watch your old customs or your old arena, and especially when you do the warm-up this weekend, or even the first week or second week, watch and someone clip the games, re-watch them, and figure out what you guys could have done wrong, what you guys did wrong, and what you could have done better. Did you guys rotate in a bad position? Should you guys have launch padded this zone? Did you guys take a bad fight? Did you guys get separated? Did you guys not, for example, I don't know, have good comms during the fight? VOD review. Watch what you guys did wrong, fix it for the next weekend, or if you guys do the warm-up, fix it for the first week, because you don't want to be on your fourth week and just fixing your mistakes, right? Because then you have no time to improve and no time to get better, right? So fix it as soon as possible, all your mistakes, by VOD reviewing. And the last thing is, don't get discouraged. If you guys do bad, just keep grinding, keep fixing your mistakes, and you will start to do better. Don't get discouraged, and don't split up as duos just because of one bad week. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you did, make sure you slap a like button on it, comment what you want to see for a future video, hit that subscribe button, make sure you use creator code WraithFN in the item shop, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.